So students, first of all, once again, good morning to you all. Yesterday at last, we started with the topic Rakhoya Sakhawat Hussain. And I told you that ki Rakhoya Sakhawat Hussain, who belonged from a very well-off family, she was living in, like we can say, Bengal, like she was belonged from a Muslim family. Her family gave her freedom. She can study Arabic and Urdu language. Why? So she can read the Quran and all. But they not allow her to read the Bangla language and English language. Bangla and English language. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Join the class. English. But Rakhoya Sakhawat Hussain, she took the support of her brother and sister. Her brother and sister supported her, and by their support, she learned both the languages, in Bangla also and English also. And after learning both the languages, when she become learned of this all, what she do? She just, we can say, wait, beta. She wrote a book, and the name of the book was Ladyland. The name of the book was Ladyland. And if anyone will ask you all, ki when he wrote this book, Ladyland book, she was wrote in year 1905. When she wrote that book in 1905, and in that book, her character was there. The name of the character was Sultana. The name of the character was Sultana. Sultana went to a land. Sultana went to a place where she saw all the work of the society. Maybe it is of education, maybe it is of studies, maybe it is of carpentry, scientists, whatever work was there in that area, in that place, all work was done by women. Okay, all work was done by women. And what men were doing there? In that book, according to Sultana, where she went, all the work was done by women only. So what men were doing? Men were doing nothing. What men were doing? Men were doing nothing. Men only having their empty mind. They are not doing anything, and they were just using that as like a weapon. That type of story was written by whom? That type of story was written by Rakhoya Sakhawat. So I think whatever I explained you here yesterday, that is clear to you all. Yes or no? Show me your thumbs up first. If you have any doubt, that you can write in your rough notebook. As the class will over, I will tell you. Okay. Except that students, at last it is saying कि Rakhoya Sakhawat Hussain in 19010. In 19010, Rakhoya Sakhawat Hussain, she started a school. What she started? She started a school for the girls. Okay, why? She wanted to make their development. She wanted the girls also know about their thing. What happened? Up to when we not have education, we don't know about our rights. What are our rights, what we have to do, what we can do in the life and all. So because of that only, Rakhoya Sakhawat Hussain, she started the school in year 19010 in Kolkata. In Kolkata. Okay. So I hope Rakhoya Sakhawat Hussain, the topic which we started yesterday, that is clear to you all? Yes or no? Now students, we will see our next topic, and our next topic is schooling and education today. What is our next topic? Our next topic is schooling and education today. What is our next topic? Our next topic is schooling and education today. Students, if you will feel ki what is today's life, what is today's world, so you can find in, like suppose if I am asking you ki beta what you are doing, you will say ma'am we are taking food, we are playing, we are going to school, etc, etc. Basic thing whatever you are doing in your life, that is this only. Yes or no? Yes or no? Think your life without school, without education, without studies. I think it is impossible. We can't think our life without schools. We can't think our life without studies, without education and all. And why this is happening? This is happening because today education system, our studies, our schools, they become a very important part of our life. But it is happening the same in the past also? No. In a very early time, if we are talking about many years before, that time it is not happening. Many of the girls were there who not have the right to go to the school. And why they were not? If you want to write this in rough notebook, you all are allowed to write. As you people are writing in the class, not that type. Okay, so what happened? Many previous time what happened? In our country, girls were not allowed to go to the school. On page number 61 I am. So what happened? They were expecting the girls as the supportive character. They have to do the work with their family. They have to do the household work and all. What they were feeling? Ki the work to go to school, that is only of boys, not of girls. And in that situation also we see the women just like Raksundri Devi, Pandita Ramabai, Rakhoya Sakhawat, many others are there who not only become educated, even they try to change the society. Even they do their efforts to change the society. Yes or no? Yes. So after that, students, we can say when our country become independent, after that in our country, census was started. What is started in our country? Census was started. Now question will be there in your mind. Ma'am, what is this census? The meaning of census, we can say counting of the total population of the country. As you see in your houses, every after the 10 years, like maybe the teachers of government schools or any Anganwadi workers and all, they are coming and they are asking, what they are asking? Ki how many members are there in your family? How many men are there? How many women are there? How many are there below 15? How many are there above 15? You know? How many are there above 60, below 60, etc. Except that, how many they are educated, how many they are literate, who are there? Wait, beta, no? Now come to the topic again. So, in that manner, what is happening in the society? In that manner, our government, they are taking the record. What record they are taking? They are taking that record ki in our country, how many people we have, how many are literate, how many are illiterate, who belong from which religion, that all things they are seeing in our country. Okay, that all things they are seeing in our country. So, in that manner, what they are doing, in that manner, they are counting the number of populations. Okay. So, you can say what is census if anyone will ask you all. So, you can say census means calculation of population in the country. Calculation of population in the country. And whatever factor they see in this, whatever, like we can say another factors which they see in this, that factors are what is the sex ratio, matlab how many men are there in the country, how many female women are there in the country, how many they are literate, how many are illiterate, how many are, like we can say, getting any job, how many are there who are unemployed in the country. Okay, how many people are there who are following the particular religion. About that all things they see in this census. So if anyone will ask you what is census, so you can say calculation of the population in the country, it is known as census. And in that they are seeing about the gender ratio they will see, how many of they are literate, that they will see, which religion we people are following, that they will check, okay, and how many of you have the job or unemployed, that they are seeing over there. I hope census is clear to you all. Now in census one more question will be come over here, and the question is कि मैम when census is happening, जब गवर्नमेंट का मन करता है तभी उठा के सेंसस कर लेते हैं क्या? No, it is not. Census is happening every after 10 years. When census is happening? Census is happening every after the 10 years. Okay. So one of you, Harsh Singh Rawat, tell me, कि ma'am please explain me again. Harsh, don't worry, I will explain you again. Look at here on the board. You will come to know the things again, है ना? Listen. First of all, we will see what census. The simple meaning of census is counting of the population. Counting of the population of the country. Okay, what is census? In census, total calculation is happening over there of the country, and this is done by the government teachers. Okay, who are doing this? This is done by the government teachers. Now second thing is there, कि ma'am when census is happening? Census is happening every after 10 years. Every after 10 years. Okay. Now third thing is there, कि ma'am when they are counting the population, like suppose in your family they came and they will ask कि how many members are there? You will say 5 members. How many are there above 15? How many are there below 15? How many men are there? How many female are there? What is the religion of the family? How many of you have there who are doing any job or occupation? How many are there who are unemployed over there? About that all things they are asking to the particular family. So in that we will see, in that they can come to know about our gender. Okay, they can come to know about our literacy. Literacy means whosoever getting, like we can say, know about the words and all, who having the knowledge how to read and write. Okay, except that they will know about our religion and whether we are employed or not, means whether we are doing any kind of job or not. That all things are seeing, that all things are, like we can say, come to which type of peoples are in mind. Matlab, what is your like question you are asking? I am not able to understood. So as the class will over, that time you will ask me again, I will get you answer. Okay. So you have to keep the thing in your mind. Census means calculation of the total population of the country. This is happening every after the 10 years. Who will do this? Government will do. And by the government employees only the things are happening. They will prepare the record, they will prepare the data. In that they will mention how many people is there in the country, how many are educated, how many are uneducated, how many of they can do any kind of job and all. About that all things they are making the record. So I hope students census is clear to you all. Yes, class 7 boys. Devinder Sharma, screen is not blurred, screen is okay. Maybe your network have issue, leave the meeting and join again. Okay, beta, wait then. Let me check. Look at here. According to the census, yes, because of COVID it was cancelled, so now very soon as the COVID will over, it will happen again. So look at here students, about census we will see in year 1961. In year 1961, when census was happening in the country. Okay, in year 1961 when census was happening in the country, 40% 40% of men or boys we can say they found literate. 40% of men or boys we can say whom found we literate. Okay, wait. And 15% of the girls were there. 15% of girls or women were there who were literate. Now question will be there in your mind, कि ma'am what is this literate and all, we don't come to know. So I will tell you literate, but before that I want to know one of the question from you all. Can you tell me what is the difference between educated and literate? Yes students, literate means 5th class pass. Not that one we can say exactly. Can you tell me students? Hardik, board is not blur, beta, board is, it is okay now. Okay, what is the difference between the educated and literate? So if we will see, very good Yuvraj Dadij, very good answer. If any of the person who have the knowledge of reading and writing, maybe it is of the 5th standard pass, maybe the boy or the girl, anyone who is 10th standard pass or 12th standard pass, they all have the knowledge how they can read or how they can write and all. So they all are known as literate, not educated. All those person, all those people who have the knowledge of reading and writing, they all are known as literate. But the persons who have degrees with them, maybe after completing school, they are doing college, any diplomas and all. When they have the completely, like we can say, degrees with them, that time they known as educated. Like suppose if any person is there, till now you all are literate only. But when after doing the 12th and all, you will get degrees, है ना? You will do like BSc, MCom, whatever you want to do, you will do diplomas and all, you will do PhD, etc., etc. That time you become educated. If in your family, like we can say, if in your neighbor, any person is there who is after 12, he leave the school and all. He left school, now he will say, I am educated. No, he is not educated, he is only literate. When he will become educated? When degrees will be there with him. Maybe it is of college or any diplomas, etc. Okay, students, I hope you all understood difference between the literate and educated. If you understood this, then show me your thumbs up so I will start explaining the topic. So look at here now. According to year 1961, when census was happening in the country, calculation of population was happening in the country, in that whole country, okay, whole country, like how many men were there, in that only 40% men were there who were literate. What is the percentage of the boys? 40%. And the percentage of women were only 15%. 15% women were there who were literate and 40% men were there who were literate. But here if you will see the ratio of girls, that is very much less than the boys. Or we can say ratio of women, that was very much less than the men. After that 1960, again 1971 and that type also like census was happening. But now we will see the recent one, census of 2011. Okay, let's see. In year 2011, when again census was happening, in that census 82 was the percentage of men literacy and 65% of women's percentage was there of literacy. Matlab both the percentage, men also and women's also, that is increased, but women's are still in 65. What is the reason behind that? Why girls having or women's having that much less percentage of their literacy? Do you know why? Yes, boys. No. Okay, if you don't know, it's okay. I will tell you. Because of that, ki now also in our country where we are saying ki education is the very important part of our life. But in many of the families, today also they are not sending their girls to school. Subhas ma'am, please explain me again. I am telling that according to the census of 2011, according to the census of 2011, 85% of boys are literate in our country, boys or men we can say, and 65, sorry, 82% it is. 82% of boys and men are literate and 65% women or girls are literate. And the reason behind that, because now also in many of the country, right, not many of the country, sorry, many of the people in our country, they have the thinking ki what girls will do of studies. It is the not the work of girls. And sometimes when family wanted to make them teach, then also they not want to teach them. Why? Because of some of the regions. If you will see, especially the family of SC, ST and Muslims. Okay. Here, especially we are talking about the family of ST, scheduled tribes. SC, scheduled caste. Here, these are the low caste people, except that the Muslims in a very few years of schools only, they drop out their child from the school. They make them out from the school. Why so? What is the reason behind that? The reason behind that because they were feeling sometimes the good teachers are not there. Sometimes nearby their house, the school is there only up to the 5th standard, 8th standard and all. And they don't wanted to send their girls far away. Sometimes transport facility is not there. Yes, it is. I am there in page number 62. Sometimes transport facilities are not there. Sometimes good teachers are not there. And sometimes they are like we can say believing that maybe our girls were insulted by the teachers or the students because of their low caste. As Om Prakash Valmiki was facing the discrimination, because of that also these people are not sending their girls to school. Okay. Matlab, in 21st century also these people are thinking if our girls will go to school, their teachers or their classmates will do discrimination with them. And why they will do discrimination with them? Because of their caste, their religion, etc. And because of that also sometimes they are not sending their girls to school. Sometimes good facilities are not there, maybe transportation is not there, or their family not able to provide them the good facilities, or they not have that much money that they can fulfill their expenses. Because of that only the ratio of the literacy of men and women, here the great difference in that. Okay boys? So I hope you can come to know why the differences is there, why the ratio of literacy of the girls and boys have this much difference. Okay. Next topic we will discuss tomorrow.